A faction within the Turkish military attempted to overthrow the government. The Turkish people heroically confronted the military and sent them back to their barracks. The culprit, unsurprisingly, was Erdogan's default scapegoat, the Gülenists. After the military coup attempt was over, Erdogan and his government unleashed a massive crackdown on anyone deemed to be a sympathizer of Gülen. 35,000 people detained, including 82 journalists. 2,288 judges and prosecutors, hundreds of teachers, up to 100,000 purged from public and private institutions, their schools destroyed. Turkish citizens are asked to inform police of Gülen sympathizers.
O camiadan dostlarınız olabilir. Arkadaşlarınız olabilir. Ben diyorum ki bunları da ifşa etmeniz lazım.
And they are relentless.
Biraz önce dediğim gibi o deliklerde geberelim de kurtulalım diye yalvartacağız bunları. Bundan emin olun.
At least that something has been prepared. I mean, that the lists are available already after the event indicates that this was prepared, that at a certain moment it should be used.
Deputy Prime Minister Mehmet Şimşek said the lists were prepared before the coup attempt. Mr. Gülen, a cleric exiled in Pennsylvania, unequivocally rejects the accusations.
I have always been against coups, and I curse them. I would curse people who resort to coups against democracy, liberty, republic.
Belki işlerinde öyle sempati duyan.
There might have been some sympathetic people among them. I would consider them to be betraying the nation. I would consider them to be disrespectful of my long-time ideas, basic thoughts.
The Turkish government has made many allegations, but has hardly presented any evidence to back up their claims.
And we have always said, give us the evidence, show us the evidence. We need a solid legal foundation that meets the standard of extradition.
With the evidence that we believe or that they would offer in terms of the extradition for Gülen.
We have consistently said to our friends in Turkey, our allies in Turkey, that we need evidence under our system of law, under our standards. I said, please don't send us allegations, send us evidence.
And we have asked for evidence.
Neden ısrarla kanıt istiyorsunuz? Soruyorum. Bu caniyi, bu haini, bu terörist başını artık daha fazla korumayın.
Gülen is not the only one to share the blame. They accuse the U.S. of being behind the coup. They have even said the Washington-based Wilson Center is involved in the coup attempt. But what is the evidence presented by Turkey? $1 bills. Turkish authorities started to round up anyone who has $1 bills at home, claiming that the serial numbers on the notes are secret codes sent from the U.S. And then there are confessions by tortured military officers, the testimony of the primary suspect, who could not move his injured hands, is a handwritten document. The government is struggling so hard to build up evidence that they even resorted to showing GTA game cheat sheets as evidence.
Darbenin bir şifresi var gibi, üzerinde hileler yazıyor ama sağlık ve silah, sağlık ve zırh, hava durumu, helikopter, motor ve silah gibi yine darbede kullanılan, darbe girişiminde kullanılan birçok şey de bu notlar arasında yer alıyor.
They published photos of a hand statue, claiming that the officers kissed the symbolic hand of Gülen to pledge their allegiance to him. Erdogan, who did not even know where the army chief was as the coup unfolded, was quick to blame Gülenists.
Bu malum yapıya ait paralel yapılanmanın teşvik ettiği, üst akıl olarak onların kullandığı bir harekettir.
He doesn't even have a consistent narrative for when he learned of the coup attempt.
Öğleden sonra bir hareketlilik, ne yazık ki silahlı kuvvetlerimizin içinde mevcuttu.
Saat 4-4.30 civarında eniştemden bir telefon aldım.
Saat 21.30 gibi o civarlarda, daha önce artık saatleri de karıştırmıştık. Yani eniştem beni arıyor.
One of the lead suspects in the coup is Mehmet Dişli. He is the brother of a lawmaker from Erdogan's inner circle. He was the one who landed at the prime ministry with the same helicopter that flew the army chief, Hulusi Akar. The government claims that the strongest evidence of Gülenist involvement in the coup is when the army chief was asked to talk to Gülen. The alleged offer came from General Hakan Evrim, who has described Gülen as an opinion leader. No one in the Gülen movement would refer to Gülen as an opinion leader, and General Evrim denied such a conversation even took place. The coup attempt does not bear the hallmarks of an action that would be taken by Gülenists. They have always distanced themselves from armed action and violence. The Turkish military said only 1.5% of the army participated in the coup, but half of Turkish generals and admirals were arrested. It also claimed that less than half of the army is occupied by Gülenists. If the coup was a Gülenist-driven plot, it begs the question, why 90% of Gülenist officers did not participate? There are so many more questions than answers. No one yet knows who was the leader of the coup and which group attempted to topple the government. But everyone knows who seized the moment to purge tens of thousands of non-loyalists and jail thousands like journalists, teachers, and members of the judiciary.